to line question answers and notes. So first question arises here, that why carbon is so important. Anyone? Though if we see in the earth crust in pure form, carbon is only 0.02% available in the nature in form of the minerals or carbonates, hydrogen carbonates and petroleum. So it only 0.02% in the nature. Still, we are studying it in form of organic chemistry, in form of class 10 complete full chapter. Why we are giving importance to it? Yes, Pari.
Ma'am, because all the living things like plants and animals are made up of carbon-based compounds only.
So write down the question. Justify the statement. Justify the statement. Taking this line from NCERT, frame the question. Frame the question. Anyone?
The Earth's crust has only 0.02% carbon in form of minerals. But why is it so important? Justify the statement.
Carbon in form of the minerals is only 0.02% on the earth crust. Still, why it is so important? Right? There are two types of the question. In next question, we will discuss why carbon is a versatile element. So we have to move, as I have explained you many times, as per the CBSE board questions. So if the versatile word is used, then the answer will be different. But here we are discussing why it is a unique element and why we discuss in details to this, why we are giving importance to this carbon atom in immense, right? So this line becomes the question, why the importance of carbon seems to be immense. Clear? Clear to everyone? So what should be the answer? What should be the answer?
May I tell?
Yes.
All living things and many other.
Yes. All living organisms, living things, foods, clothes, medicines, books, whatever is in our surrounding, they are made up of compounds of carbon. Various organic compounds like carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, many things, cellulose, carbohydrate, from which our body is made, isn't it? हमारी body भी तो carbohydrate से बनी है ना? So that all are made up of compounds of carbon only. That's why carbon becomes highly important to study about carbon and its compound. Why the study is important? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
I have marked for it for you for the convenience, so you can mark in your book as well. Marked? Shall we move to the next page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next question arises is, what are covalent bonds and why carbon forms only covalent bond? That we will discuss in next question, right? Before that, we would like to discuss that what are covalent bonds? Please write down question. What are covalent bonds? Right? Please write down answer. Bonds formed by sharing of electrons. Bonds formed by sharing of electrons between two or more atoms. Not necessarily carbon atom. It may be many more examples. Most of the non-metals make covalent compound, covalent bond, right? So we will write the general definition. Bonds formed by sharing of electrons between two or more atoms are called covalent compounds. Written ji?
Ma'am, covalent bond.
Compound thus formed are called covalent compounds. ठीक है? Okay, चलिए. So next question, frame the question from this paragraph. Next paragraph. As I told you many times, line to line question answers can be framed in NCERT. Only thing is that these are scattered. You have to mark them as
Ma'am,
the question.
what are the properties of covalent compound?
Very good. Excellent. What else? What are the
Why
properties?
does
Please write down
carbon
all of you.
always form covalent bond?
No. This question answer is not here, beta. Read this paragraph carefully. Then frame the question. What are the properties of covalent compounds? Okay. What else? What are the properties of covalent compound? What else? Can we say differentiate between covalent compounds and properties of covalent compounds and ionic compounds?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we say this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Had we done this earlier? In
Yes,
any of
ma'am.
the chapter we have done it?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, chapter 3.
Yes. So
On
this is
chapter
your
3.
homework today. You have to mark and you have to find the answers. What are the various properties? In which chapter we have done?
Ma'am, chapter 3.
Chapter 3, metals and non-metals. Page number? Page number?
Ma'am,
It's 49
49.
page number.
Ma'am, 49.
It's page 49, right? So in fast way, can we discuss some of the properties? Carbon compounds are poor conductor of electricity. What can we say?
Covalent compounds
Because
are
they
poor
form covalent bonds, right? Conduction of electricity. Most of the carbon compound. There are few exceptional cases also. In detail, we have discussed in chapter 3 also. What were that?
graphite.
Graphite was the exceptional case. Very good. Allotropes में हमने बात की थी. याद है ना? Okay. What is the next point? They have low melting and boiling
Low
point.
melting
Ionic compounds के क्या थे?
high
melting
melting and
High
boiling
melting and
points.
boiling.
Very high melting and boiling points. Why? Because the force
The
of
force of
attraction
attraction
between
is
them
high
was very
because
high.
opposite charges attract.
है ना? The force of attraction between the molecules here it is very weak. It's not very strong, or we can say it's very weak. Got the line?
Yes, ma'am.
The force of attraction
ma'am.
between the bonds is very weak. Okay. What else we can say? What else we can say? Solubility. There were one point.
Ma'am, they do not
Solubility.
give rise to ion.
Yes. So carbon compounds, it is not written here. So note down solubility. Carbon compounds are soluble in organic solvents like ether and
Benzene.
benzene, kerosene oil, petroleum. These all are the organic compounds in which carbon and its compounds can be dissolved. But what about ionic compounds? They were soluble in?
Water.
Yes,
They
they
were
were
soluble
soluble
in
in water.
water.
Why? Because they have very high affinity for OH ions or H ions present in the water. Remember? Yaad aaya?
Yes.
Right? So these were few points. And one more thing, one small thing we have left here. What was the first point in the differentiate between ionic compounds? They exist in form of
Solid.
Yes, normally ionic compounds exist in form of
Solid.
solids, but कोवलेंट कंपाउंड्स का फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन कम है, तो क्या कहेंगे हम, बताइए. What can we say?
They exist in the form of liquid or gaseous.
Yes, generally
Liquid
they
or
exist in
gaseous
form
form.
of liquids or gases. Very good. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the first point as per your NCERT. Clear? So covalent compounds are generally exist in form of the liquids and gases. So these are the 4 various points. You can complete it. Shall we erase it?
Yes.
Shall I erase
Yes.
it? Okay. So from these last 2 points, frame a question, please. These 2 points are there. Frame a question, please.
Why carbon form covalent bond?
Why carbon forms only covalent compounds or covalent bonds?
May I?
Why carbon forms only covalent compounds? Clear? Clear to everyone? So, what do you think? What is the atomic number of carbon?
Ma'am,
Six.
4.
6.
4.
Ma'am, 6.
Yes, ma'am, 6.
So, it
Ma'am,
has
6.
6 electrons. Configuration is
2, 4.
2, 4.
2,
and 4. What are the valence electrons?
4.
4.
4.
What is the valency?
4.
4.
4.
4.
Is it possible for any atom to give 4 electrons to it?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
इसका लॉजिकल रीजनिंग भी है. To gain 1 electron, to pull 1 electron from any of the atom, we need near about 180 kilojoules of energy.